So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of studying in Georgia, and we're also going to be telling you how you can get admission to study in Georgia. And I'm going to be flipping a coin to see if I'm starting with the pros or the cons. So this is a 10 ruble coin. Alright guys, we're starting with the pros. And like I said, Amarachi was supposed to do this video today, but she's sick with corona and she's in quarantine. The moment she's out, she's going to be providing videos for you. So the first pro is the fact that it's extremely cheap to study medicine in Georgia. You can have a tuition fee that ranges from $3,500 all the way to around $8,000 depending on your university. This is cheaper compared to other European countries where you have to pay about 20 to 30,000 euros for just a year. And another good thing is that you can pay in installments. You can pay in up to 4 installments, that is about 2 times in one semester. And the second advantage is the easy admission. You just go to the website, you apply through the website, and then you get your admission as long as you are qualified. As long as you have your high school certificate with chemistry, maths, physics, and biology, and you also have an international passport that is valid, then you get admitted. It's very easy, it's very simple. So that is another pro. Another advantage is that Georgia is a very beautiful country. It's an ancient country with a lot of old castles and monasteries and all of that. Let's take a look. Another advantage is the fact that Georgia has a very little population. That means they easily give out their citizenship and residence permits to people that apply. So if you study in Georgia for about 4 years, you can apply for a residence permit and then thereafter apply for citizenship, and it's very easy. They even encourage foreigners and foreign students to apply. So it's another advantage if you want to stay in Georgia after graduation, or if you want. Another advantage we have for you is that Georgia is a very safe country. It's an extremely safe country. It has very little crime rate. I've spoken to some of my friends that are studying in Georgia, and they told me, Dr. Ayo, I will put his channel in the description below. So he said he has been studying in Georgia for the past 6 years, and he's even staying there for his adjunatura, how do you call it, his specialization, and he has never ever seen any crime committed. So then another pro is that Georgia is an agriculturally sufficient state. That means there's a lot of food, so feeding is not an option. You have very cheap or very affordable feeding for students and every other person that lives in Georgia. Now let's come to the cons. There are a lot of pros of studying in Georgia, like we've already mentioned, but we also have cons. Those are the disadvantages of studying in Georgia. The first one is that there is no work for foreigners. There is no work for even Georgians themselves. So if you go to Georgia with the intention of maybe working as a student, part-time is going to be impossible for you. The jobs that are available are you work in a call center, you work at a factory, you work at things, and all these works are very time consuming, very time demanding, and as a student, especially a medical student, you're going to have you're going to have trouble balancing your academic with your work life. So another problem people usually have with Georgia is the fact that not all their universities are recognized. That is by the World Health Organization and the MCI, for like that's the Medical Council of India, for those of you that want to study there and go back to your countries and all. So the recognition is the main problem. You have a very few universities that are recognized, like the Tbilisi, I can't pronounce that city, State Medical University, because it has been around for 100 years, and we have others that just started in the last 10 years, and they are still struggling with accommodation. Yeah, unlike every other European country like Russia, Holland, and all the other European countries, Georgia universities don't provide good accommodation for their students, that is their international students. They provide limited accommodation. For example, they might have slots for just 20 people, and the rest will have to take apartments outside. And this is the major cost. Like this leads to the major expense while studying in Georgia, because this leads to about $200 or $250 a month for just accommodation alone. We're not talking about feeding, just accommodation. But you can maybe bypass this by sharing an apartment with a friend, or maybe 2 people even, so you can be able to share the cost if you want to study on a budget. Alright, so another disadvantage is the fact that Georgia doesn't have English language as its official language. So if you're going there for their English medium courses, it's going to be very difficult for you, because these teachers only study Russian so that they can teach. They most of the time find it difficult expressing themselves, explaining these concepts to students, because it's not their first language, and they just studied it for maybe because they wanted to start the English medium in Georgia. It's the same problem we have in Russia, but I think in Georgia it's going to be worse. So these are the pros and cons of studying in Georgia. I have friends presently that are studying in Georgia. So if you want to study medicine in Georgia, after listening to the pros and cons, please comment below, and I will give you their contact so that they can help you get admission into Georgia, and you can communicate with them. They will tell you how studying in Georgia is like. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can reach other people.